This is Chandra Nalar, 3 mana, mono blue. Printed on purpose. Reality Fracture releases October 2nd, and only 21 cards are public, but they're enough to read the whole set's plan if you read the actual text. So that's this video. Every public card read straight off live Oracle text, plus our own corpus numbers wherever a preview invites a comparison. Chapter 1, The Mirror Itself. Because the premise is not flavor text, it's the product. The story, confirmed on Wizard's own pages, Jace built the Echoverse, a mirrored reality stocked with alternate versions of characters you already know. It's the finale of the arc Magic has been building for 3 years, and Rosewater keeps calling it the same thing, a finished story. Not a new status quo, an ending. And the mirror is baked into the boosters. Every play booster and every collector booster contains an echoed pair. One card from our multiverse, one from the Echoverse. Almost every pair shows the same character on both sides. The exception is Jace. He built the mirror, he gets no reflection. The reveal happened twice, premise and first cards at MagicCon Las Vegas in May, the full first look in Amsterdam on July 17th, and those blurry April leaks all turned out to be real. We still only cite what's official. Chapter 2, The Mechanic. Because half the early takes get one rule wrong. Prepared cards are creatures with a spell stapled into the frame. Bloodline Recollector shows the shape. At the beginning of each end step, if 3 or more creatures died this turn, it becomes prepared. And while it's prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. That's not a control card, that's an aristocrat's payoff. And no, it's not new. Prepared debuted this April in Secrets of Strixhaven, whose headliner carried the literal Ancestral Recall as its prepared spell. 1 blue mana, draw 3 cards. Reality Fracture answers through the Black Mirror. Ancestral Craving. 1 black mana, draw 3, lose 3 life. Same spell, warped 1 color over. The set's whole design thesis in 2 cards. One rule to nail down because early comments keep missing it. The copy is cast from exile and you pay its cost, at its normal timing. A prepared sorcery still waits for sorcery speed. Casting the copy unprepares the creature, and if the creature leaves first, the waiting copy simply evaporates. The uncommon cycle maps 1 card to each school, all on hybrid mana, in 2 patterns. Some enter already prepared, the spell is live the turn they land, and some re-prepare at every one of your upkeeps, which reads as a slow engine you're meant to fire every turn or 2. Chapter 3, The Gallery, starting with the face of the set. In the Echoverse, Chandra's father never died. The family serves the consulate, and Chandra grew up calm, content, an ice mage. Chill of Compliance, meet Torch of Defiance. The blue Chandra is Tidy, a +1 that surveils and upgrades non-creature, non-land cards into your hand. A second +1 that makes blue mana for non-creature spells. A ritual that protects her the turn she lands. A -X that taps something down under stun counters, and a spells draw emblem. Everything fair, everything incremental, and clearly better against 1 opponent than 3. Her mirror is the Kaladesh Classic, reprinted untouched. Rosewater's stated reason being that a perfect version of Red Chandra already existed. The community mostly agreed on the card and grumbled about the new art. Fair on both counts. The Ajani pair splits harder. Resolute is the white life gain engine you already know how to play. He ticks up on every life gain event, defends himself in the right shell, and does close to nothing outside it. Unrelenting is a 6 mana red gamble that reviewers ranked the set's weakest walker. But read the trigger before you bin him. He makes a 2/2 cadet whenever you activate a loyalty ability. Any loyalty ability, your other planeswalkers included. In a Super Friends pod, every activation mints a blocker. Just respect the -3, 4 damage to every creature except tokens you control. Your own non-token creatures are in the blast. Chapter 4, The Darker Half of the Gallery. One correction to the preview chatter, because a panel quote conflated the 2 Garruks. The Graveyard Hate is on the black one. Veiled Butchers static exiles every creature an opponent controls that would die. Always on, no activation. Against 3 opponents worth of death triggers and reanimation targets, that's a quiet lock. The Edict pays you a 4/4 beast, and the group discard can turn into cards. The Green Garruk has no graveyard text at all. He's an engine. A card for every power 4 creature that enters under your control, a +2 that untaps 2 lands, and the flavor beat the panel cheered. He's holding the Chain Veil again. Then the pair everyone will remember, because neither card is a planeswalker. Liliana lost her spark in the current story, and the panel framing leaned on exactly that. Both versions are legendary creatures, a 1 mana white cleric who gains you life, and a 2 mana black warlock who mills, each triggering whenever another creature or planeswalker you control enters. The Repentance Exhaust line is the one to read twice. 6 mana, sorcery speed, once per game, return a creature or a planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield. She fills her own bin all game, then buys back the best thing in it. Once. Choose well. And the uncommon pair is the set's best joke. Pocket-sized Tiny Bones pings every opponent whenever anyone discards, your own wheels included, while Echoverse Titan Bones is a 4/3 green druid who grows 2 counters per life gain and thanks you for discarding him. Tiny Bones is no longer tiny. Chapter 5, the villain kept the best card for himself, and it's not close. The scariest text box in these previews belongs to the man who broke reality, the theorist, Jace Bellerin. 4 mana, starting loyalty 3, and the headline is the static. At the beginning of each opponent's draw step, you draw a card. No activation, no upkeep cost. It just happens. That frame is deliberate. 2 generic, double blue, loyalty 3. The Mind Sculptor's exact shell. And here's our anchor number. The most famous Planeswalker ever printed appears in 27 of 58,000 competitive commander lists in our corpus. He was never a pod card. The Theorist is the first Jace shaped like one. 3 extra cards every turn cycle, and a -2 that bounces 1 permanent per opponent. If any preview earns a real inclusion number by winter, it's this. Chapter 6. The cards constructed players should actually bookmark. Stingcaster Mage is the cleanest mirror in the set. Its trigger is word-for-word Snapcasters. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. Wizards changed exactly one word that matters. Flash became haste. Red gets the aggressive half of the card, a proactive body for prowess and storm, not reactive control tech. Enlightened Confidant walks into an empty house. Dark Confidant, the card that defined black midrange for 15 years, appears in 4 of 18,000 Modern lists in our corpus this half year. 4. Modern's life total pressure killed him. The inversion is thorough. Bob paid a guaranteed card and charged life for it. This one pays nothing unless you gain life this turn. Then you surveil one at your end step, and a card cheap enough goes straight to your hand. Through the graveyard, which Escape and Delirium decks will notice. In a Modern where white life gain shells already top the field, that's the most format plausible card in these previews. Craterclaw Colossus got the red Craterhoof label, and the differences are exactly where the color pie lives. +X and 0, counting your artifacts, not your creatures. No toughness, no wrath insurance, 1 mana cheaper, same hasty 5/5 granting mass trample. Read it as a bracket 3 haymaker for artifact token boards, not a competitive staple in waiting. The one Commander product preview is Darksteel Angel, Platinum Angel rebuilt for the format that punished her. Same can't lose, can't win clause, now on an indestructible 4/4 flyer. Indestructible fixes the board wipe problem. It does not fix the exile problem, and that distinction is the whole card. The third line is Malira's exact clause. Creatures you control can't have -1/-1 counters put on them, which is why the combo chatter started immediately. Devoted Druid untaps by putting a counter on herself. With the Angel out, the cost is paid and the counter never lands. Infinite green mana. Rules solid, completely untested, and a 9 mana setup piece. Chapter 7. Receipts. The bars carry the numbers. I'll tell you the stories. First, where these analog cards actually live in 2026. Snapcaster owns Dual Commander, every third list, because one-on-one magic is where reactive blue still rules. That's the game Stingcaster deliberately isn't playing. Mother of Runes protects a quarter of those decks for free, exactly the bar Liliana the Faultless does not clear with her taxed, hexproof only version. And even here, the Mind Sculptor is a role player, not a pillar. Now the room this set is aimed at, in raw deck counts, and the punchline sits at the bottom, the original Tiny Bones and the Mind Sculptor, icons by name, casual by data. Above them, Platinum Angel's 66 decks are the honest ceiling for Darksteel Angel. Can't lose bodies eat removal in competitive pods. And even Dead and Modern Bob still triples the Angel's number here. Every projection in this video gets remeasured against this corpus the day Reality Fracture lists go live. Chapter 8. The argument against this set, printed fairly. The loudest criticism has a name, Planar Chaos 2.0. Color-shifting beloved cards is a 20-year-old trick, and mirror universe stories are franchise fiction's most exhausted device. If that's your read, 21 cards won't talk you out of it. But the rebuttal is on the card faces. Planar Chaos moved cards across colors wholesale. Every mirror here pays the pie's costs. Haste instead of flash, 3 life for 3 cards, a ritual locked to non-creature spells. And the Planeswalker count is its own argument. Wizards spent 2 years on a 1 walker per set diet. Asked about reversing it, Rosewater said, his own poll's largest block wanted 2%. Reality Fracture, 7 new walker cards, plus 2 Lilianas as creatures, is the loudest possible answer. Though as an event set telling a finished story, it's a special occasion, not a policy. Chapter 9. What nobody knows yet, including us. Still officially unrevealed, the set's total size, the full preview calendar, every Commander decklist past its face card, the special guest slate, and the store championship promos. Wizards is keeping those deliberately secret, and the names floating around are leak-sourced, so you won't hear them here. What is locked? Pre-release September 25th through October 1st, Arena on the 29th, Tabletop October 2nd. The day real decklists hit the scrapers, every projection in this video becomes a measurement. Our competitive commander corpus alone is past 114,000 snapshots and counting. The full write-up, every card, every correction, 0 prices, is on DeckCortex.com, linked below. If you want the release day numbers the moment they exist, subscribe. Until then, keep the frame. 21 cards, 0 games, and the blue Chandra is real.